Hello and welcome to House and Bros.
Craft Beer 101.
So this week we're doing an episode on collaborations.
So we're collaborating each other on a special episode.
Exactly.
Because as you can see, there's kind of like a weird thing going on. I'm not sure. We'll talk about that a little bit earlier. So what
Earlier?
Later.
Oh,
I think my English is not collaborating with me today.
So collaborations,
Yes.
they've been around for a while. Most of your collaborations are going to be brewery to brewery. So it's going to be basically collaboration between X brewery with X brewery on a special beer, special project.
So we put it out there as maybe Beyond the Pale collaborating with a brewery like Sudbury out there in the Canton de l'Est. I don't have the direct translation for that, but what it gives the permission to Sudbury and Beyond the Pale is to Beyond the Pale that actually sell their beer on the other side of the border without like having to do the whole hard work to put their beer out there while collaborating with Sudbury, but also pushing a little bit over the limit of their creativity, because Beyond the Pale is actually a good brewery brewing IPAs. Sudbury plays really well with breads, so they created New England IPA bread together,
which is awesome because you work on the best things from both breweries to try to create the best beer that you can. And on the other advantage, as you mentioned, is that on the Quebec side, people don't necessarily know Beyond the Pale, especially in the southern region. It's quite far, so to do a collaboration between both, you get your name out there. So on a marketing standpoint, it's great.
It's amazing.
Because people you would not have reached before, now you'll reach. And you can go even further. Dominion made a collaboration with a brewery
Twin
from
Cells,
yeah.
It's at the other end of Canada, and they've done a wonderful collaboration together. And Twin Cells are like the pros of those AZ beers, and they've collaborated with Dominion City. So Dominion City kind of like have that knowledge from this collab, and the same thing for the guys from Sudbury with Beyond the Pale. Beyond the Pale never actually played a lot with breads, and now like Southern are really good with breads. I think it's a good way to learn from another brewery, another experienced brewer. So
that's exactly. So
it's
you're not only helping each other out for one project, but you're teaching each other, and that's what beer making is. I mean, when the Milkshake IPA was created, it was a collaboration. It was two different breweries, one in the States, one from Sweden, coming together and deciding to do something completely different, completely whack. Who would put lactose in an IPA and add a bunch of fruit and then add vanilla and want it to taste like a milkshake? It's a stupid idea, but it's a great fucking idea because it's a great fucking beer.
It's really good. It's really good. But after that, like all the breweries, they can collab with other breweries, but they can also collab with local producers. So let's say like a brewery is right next to a fisherman's place and collab with them to create a craft beer.
Yeah,
that's
like
what we have
the
right
beer
here.
we're going to be reviewing later in the week. So the Crâââbe from
St-Pancrace. So basically, as a brewer, you always want to have local ingredients. So yes, you can go with malt, you can go with yeast, you can go with hops, water, like name it. But having an ingredients, let's say from a local coffee roaster that's right next to you to brew a beer, that's amazing because it
fresh coffee, and then you're both talking about the same product. So the coffee roaster is going to talk about the beer that they collaborated with, and as a brewer, you talk about the coffee roaster you used. So again, it's helping out both businesses, even if they're not both breweries.
Yeah, exactly. And the last one, it's basically artists. So
which is one of my favorite one.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it because it covers up from music to TV shows to YouTubers.
Yeah, to maybe YouTubers. So we're
so
putting it out there right now. Okay?
I know.
If you guys want to do a collaboration with us, any breweries, just send us a message. We're open to it.
We'll be glad. We'll
be glad to
film
do
the
it.
whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're kind of knowledgeable a little bit, so we can maybe do something cool.
Well, we can do something very interesting. Yeah. Film the whole thing.
Also, we already did collabs with other YouTubers.
Yeah.
That's
another collaboration.
Yeah. They're creating
true.
collabs between us. So shout out to BAOS Podcast and also
Nathan. Yeah.
I forgot.
Katie,
and Matt.
Yes.
Too. So like these are all collabs we did ourselves, but Breweries also collaborated with bands like Iron Maiden, Megadeth,
Metallica, technically.
Yeah, technically.
Mononcle Serge did also a collaboration.
Too, yeah.
So, and not just musicians, but also visual artists. So if you look at Collective Art, I think they're doing a great thing. It's not only a brewery, but they also collaborate with a bunch of artists where literally they will put your artwork on the can. Literally. And on the website, you have a dedicated page to all the artists. You have a dedicated page to the visual artists as well.
And if you want to
musicians.
support those artists, you can actually
support.
like buy the whole stuff and have it hanging around your own. That's amazing. I love it. And it's not just collective arts. Like there's breweries in the United States having designers creating posters, artwork for all their cans, and it's a collaboration.
It's a whole new industry as well of designing things specifically for the craft beer world. It's key, I think.
Yeah.
It's a booming industry, and if you're an artist, it's a good way to get your name out there. It's also a good way to help the brewery out as well to get their name out there.
Exactly.
Now, not only visual artists, musicians, and stuff like that. Also, once in a while, you get a collaboration between a TV show and a brewery. So the reason why I have this shirt,
it's the first time I'm seeing collaboration with a TV show,
and especially when it's a fictitious beer. So this beer technically was a pure fabrication on the show. So no one had the Puppers. It wasn't a real thing. It was just the beer they drank. It was kind of a hint, I guess, here and there. Then they decided to collaborate with Stack. That's from Sudbury. So Letterkenny is filmed in Sudbury, mostly. What's awesome about Letterkenny is that they hire local people. They film locally, so they use all the local things. And they also state that they film close to Sudbury and all that in the fictitious town of Letterkenny. It's not a real city.
Letterkenny. It's not a real city.
It's not. No, it's not real.
I thought it was a real city.
I thought so too, but it's not. But it doesn't matter because I mean, if they had a fake beer that they now sell, they might create a fake city that they will actually have in the future. That'd be nice. That'd be interesting.
So, like turn like a Canadian city into Letterkenny, like the actual.
Or just start a new city. Oh. Yeah. Be interesting.
But how hard is it to start a new city?
I've got no idea, but if you know, let us know because that'd be interesting.
The only thing I know about Letterkenny is hockey.
The hockey player, the hockey players,
and they're kind of a jerk, so that's why you're probably not seeing the first shot of this show because I was really a jerk in this one. So, but I have the hockey sticks just to remind me about it. So it's a Canadian show, not just about Tim Hortons, and I like it because Canada is nothing related to Tim Hortons.
So my little shout out to Letterkenny, beautifully written, beautifully filmed, great actors in it. It's an awesome show, and it's a rare show that I actually got my father to watch with me because we don't have the same sense of humor for that show. We connected.
Wow.
So I'm very happy to be able to enjoy Puppers with him while I'm watching the show.
And this shirt, you got another guy on the back, right?
I did. So a buddy of mine.
That's really cool.
Works in Sudbury, and he got his signature for me. I was so happy. Anyways, looking forward to seeing more episodes. Also, I'm gonna put it out there, okay? Letterkenny, if you want us to do anything, really anything, let us know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our pleasure. Okay?
If you want us to drink beer in the background, we'll do it.
We would love to drink beer in the background of a scene. If you can make this happen, if you want to. We're up for it.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
We'll drink a couple Puppers in the background.
We'll drive to Sudbury to do it. And at the same time, drink beer from Stack because we love these guys too.
Yeah, that's true. So shout out to Stack, shout out to Letterkenny, and shout out to the craft beer industry.
And also all the craft producers around that's been working hard for the craft beer in general, or just the craft word. So
the craft word, yeah.
I think collabs sums up as craft.
As craft, and crafting together.
Oof, that's too good for this. Cheers. So if you like it, let the thumbs up shine a little bit, and also subscribe to the show because it really helps out. We're getting closer to 300.
We're getting quite close, so it's going fast. We love it. We want more of it, and we want to deliver a great product to you as well. So cheers, and let us know.
Collaborate with us.
Collaborate with us so we can better collaborate with the craft beer industry.
Wow, amazing.
That's not bad. It's a good finale.
That's a good finale. Cheers, guys.